Mercedes seems to have reclaimed their spot at the top, despite a setback at Spa when George Russell's win was disqualified. Even with that disappointment, their car has proven to be formidable, so much so that even Red Bull has struggled to overtake it during races. Mercedes has triumphed in 3 out of the last 4 races and isn't looking to slow down. Both Lewis Hamilton and team boss Toto Wolff have hinted that the W15 will be even more impressive after the summer break. However, the team did roll back some of their upgrades mid-weekend at Spa. So the question remains, can they maintain their edge in the upcoming races? Mercedes is definitely back in the game, having clinched their 3rd victory of the season. Even though a potential 1-2 finish was lost due to post-race inspections, which would have significantly boosted their standings in the Constructors' Championship, the Silver Arrows are clearly on the rise. Starting from P3 and P6, Mercedes pulled off a stunning victory on a track that has been a stronghold for Red Bull in recent seasons. This win is a huge statement from Mercedes, showing off the hard work they've put in to reach this level. Lewis Hamilton is especially impressed with how the team has developed the W15 in the latest races. His 105th win at Spa was bittersweet because he inherited it after his teammate was disqualified. However, Hamilton was the fastest on the track, using a 2-stop strategy, which gave him the chance to capitalize on Russell's misfortune. Taking the win at the Belgian GP has given Hamilton and his team a boost as they look forward to the rest of the 2024 season, which still has 11 races left. Plenty of time to shake up the Constructors' Championship. While Hamilton has ruled out a shot at the Drivers' Championship this season, his steady podium finishes could still land him a spot in the top 3. Reflecting on the Belgian Grand Prix and Mercedes' prospects, Hamilton is very optimistic about the future and the performance of the W15. The 7-time world champion commented, "I feel for George, and you don't want to win a race through a disqualification, but we've been back in the fight for victories in the past few races. It's incredibly competitive now, so we'll need to work hard to battle for wins more consistently." We can head into the summer break with some good vibes and a sense of accomplishment. Mercedes got a decent result at the Belgian Grand Prix, but the weekend wasn't without its challenges for the Silver Arrows. They pushed hard with the W15 at Spa, debuting a big upgrade package with new designs for the underfloor and diffuser. These updates aim to boost downforce by adding more load to the front of the floor and making the diffuser more effective. However, trouble showed up during Friday's practice sessions. Both Hamilton and Russell were noticeably off the pace by about a second, struggling with bouncing and balance issues. Because of this, Mercedes decided to remove the new floor and some other aerodynamic parts to return to a more familiar setup for the rest of the weekend, especially since rain was expected for Saturday's practice and qualifying sessions. These changes seemed to pay off during qualifying, with Hamilton and Russell securing P3 and P6 respectively. Hamilton credited the rain for their better-than-expected qualifying positions, but the race on Sunday showed that the adjustments to the aero package and other setups really did optimize the W15's performance. This brought up an important question about whether Mercedes updates were to blame for their issues on Friday. After the weekend, Wolff and Russell discussed it, and both agreed that the upgrades weren't the problem. They said the updates were working fine and revealed that an unnoticed mechanical change was actually behind the performance problems. Wolff explained that their new floor and diffuser will still be used in Zandvoort after the summer break. He added, "I don't think the new floor was bad. In fact, we realized we made some mistakes. We fixed those on the car, rebuilt it, and the drivers felt it was much better. We believe it was more of a mechanical issue that we got wrong." The upgrades for the Belgian Grand Prix were key for the team to unlock much-needed performance before the summer break. It would have been worrying to see the updated W15 struggling with balance and bouncing issues. However, overnight efforts to find a mechanical fix achieved 2 major things. First, the simulator data is now lining up much better with what's happening on the track. Second, the W15's new mechanical setup seems to have more potential than previous versions. Mercedes has figured out how to get the most out of this setup, unlike Ferrari, who are having trouble doing the same with their SF24. So the Belgian GP weekend showed that Mercedes' successful upgrades are not over, unlike Ferrari's current trouble. In fact, the race results showed that the W15 is already very competitive, even without the updates, showcasing the huge progress Mercedes has made for 2024. Both Toto Wolff and James Allison are excited about the team's future, believing that Mercedes is on track to become the top team in Formula One again. The strategy is to push themselves to the forefront by taking the lead in the race for new developments, hoping to surprise their competitors. Back at their Brackley headquarters, the team is staying true to this strategy. They've been working on a unique upgrade plan, different from other top F1 teams like McLaren and Red Bull. According to Allison, Mercedes is focusing on making tiny gains, improvements measured in milliseconds and tenths of a second, rather than aiming for 3 or 5 tenths at once. This meticulous approach has helped Mercedes stay near the front of the pack. Allison recently shared that this method is key to maintaining their dominance in the future. When talking about upgrades, he said their challenge is to keep introducing them at a pace that rivals can't match. By doing so, their relentless effort is pushing their car to the front, thanks to everyone's hard work at the factory in the coming weeks and months. One pressing question for Mercedes during the break is figuring out how George got disqualified at the Belgian GP. After the race, FIA checks found that his W15 car was 1.5 kilograms lighter than the minimum weight limit of 798 kilograms, while Hamilton's Mercedes hit the exact limit. No one has quite figured out why there's a difference, but Wolff and some experts think it might have to do with their one-stop strategy. Wolff admitted, "A mistake was made. With a one-stop strategy, you assume more rubber from the tires will come off. There's no excuse. If the stewards say it's against the rules, then that's the way it is. We must learn from this." The team really owes us a clear explanation, especially since this is their second did not finish in 2 years. It's pretty surprising for Mercedes to be making such mistakes. We're still waiting to see how Mercedes will do after the summer break. Things are looking up for the Silver Arrows, and they've got new upgrades from Spa coming to Zandvoort, with possibly even more improvements in the 2025 season. So what are your thoughts? How much more can Mercedes improve with the W15? And how much progress can they make in both championships this season? Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below. See you in the next video.